first part of the season because he injured his back. But he's all healed up now, so he's good to go. Trying to make up for lost time, right? Yep. All right.
Justice wrap up, you know, figured out.
Nice to meet you. I'm Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Live now. Said we're live. Yeah, it's fancy. All right, just waiting for the Zamboni to get done. We'll have Stillwater Black versus Chisago Lakes coming up at 8:20. I have, but I don't know. I'm just worried about blocking all the people.
Yeah, you're right. You're in the way.
Yeah, so we're kind of blocking enough people the way it is. Trying to be a little bit courteous, I suppose. Yeah. Played over there, then I'd be at sunrise. It'd be a nice viewing.
Yeah.
We're high up and far enough away.
Yeah. We need to be on the other side.
Yes.
Zamboni's done. We're just waiting for some refs and some players. Here they come, folks. there's a breakaway or something, and I have to swing it over. All right, we have Stillwater versus Chisago Lakes. Stillwater in the white jerseys, Chisago Lake in green. We're playing at the Rec Center North Rink here tonight, folks. We got the high vantage point, so it'll be hard to see along close boards. Kai Koffenberg with the puck. Passes out to Sonic along the near boards. Stolen by Chisago Lakes. They bring it into the zone, dump it in. Stillwater clears the puck. Chisago Lake sends it back in. Kai Koffenberg skates it up, dumps it in. Parker Taylor held it in momentarily. Chisago Lakes is able to clear. Offsides. Chisago Lakes brings it into the zone. Parker Taylor on the sideboard clears the puck. Declan O'Shea retrieves it. He's not able to clear. Parker fighting for it. Clears it to center ice. Weston Linnell on the forecheck. Weston has the puck. Chisago Lakes dumped it in. Icing was waved off. O'Shea in the corner. We got Ryan goal for Stillwater right now. Shot from the point is wide. Parker Taylor with the puck. Centers it to Ty Sirianni. He's not able to clear. Ty Sirianni battling on the near boards. Shot on net. Declan O'Shea skates the puck out into the offensive zone. Long shot. Gloved by the Chisago Lakes goalie, and we'll have a whistle. Stillwater wins a faceoff. Big save by Rye. Puck still loose. Shot was deflected in front. Another shot from the point for Chisago Lakes goes wide. Brendan Knox with the puck. He's able to clear the zone. Dylan Johnson with the puck. Passes it up to Brendan Knox. Chisago Lakes dumps it in. Boxland back to retrieve the puck to Bonin to Cash Junker. Cash Junker skates it into the zone. He loses control of the puck inside the blue line. Chisago Lakes comes back. Keegan Smith. Kai Koffenberg in the corner to retrieve the puck. Passes it up along the boards. Keegan Smith clears the zone. Chisago Lakes coming right back in. Keegan Smith clears the zone on the near boards. Braden Smith has the puck, skating it up through neutral zone, into the offensive zone, makes a move, takes a shot, saved by Chisago Lakes in front. Sonic with a chance there, battling behind the net. Centering pass is deflected. Stillwater holds it in. Louis Junker kept it in. Centering pass to Keegan Smith. Couldn't find him. Went all the way across the ice. Held in by Stillwater. Shot on nets deflected by the defenseman. Kai Koffenberg dumps the puck. Chisago Lakes bringing it in. Ty Sirianni dumps the puck in. Linnell on the forecheck. Parker Taylor with the shot on goal. Saved. Held in by, I believe that was Declan O'Shea. Shot on net was covered. 6:35 left in the first period. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. Declan O'Shea holds his own. Long shot from the point is deflected wide. Weston Linnell takes a shot on net. That goes into the corner. Parker Taylor retrieves it. Pass to Weston Linnell. Fans on the one-timer. Chisago Lakes comes out. Dylan Johnson into the corner. Centering pass goes all the way through. Ty Sirianni clears the zone. Weston Linnell on the forecheck in the neutral zone. Chisago Lakes skates it into the zone. Dylan Johnson with the poke check to disrupt the play. Dylan Johnson skating it up into the zone. And he'll take it into the corner. Centering pass. Slap shot from the point is saved and covered by Chisago Lakes. We got Brendan Knox on the forecheck. Long shot by Braden Smith was deflected. Chisago Lake skates it into the neutral zone. They dump it into the corner. Braden Smith retrieves it behind the net, skating it up. Pass just misses Bonin. Chisago Lakes brings it into the zone. Scoring chance here. Disrupted by Braden Smith. Puck's loose in the corner. Bonin's able to clear the zone. Cash Junker at center ice. He loses control of it. Chisago Lakes comes back. Austin Voxlin passes up to Gus Bonin. Makes a move at the blue line, skates it in. And he loses control of the puck. Chisago Lakes dumps it in. Icing is waved off. Koffenberg to retrieve the puck behind the net. Sonic goes back to help. Sonic has the puck, passes it up to Louis Junker. Braden Smith sends it down the ice. Sonic intercepts the puck at the blue line, skates it in. He is tripped into the net. And Stillwater will be on a power play here. Tripping penalty on Chisago Lakes. They tripped Arlo Sonic. He slid into the back of the net. 3:45 left in the first period. Stillwater wins the face-off. They'll dump it into the corner. Sonic on the forecheck. Louis Junker on the forecheck in the corner now. Koffenberg dumped the puck in before Stillwater cleared the zone. It'll be offsides. 1:14 left on the power play. Score is 0-0. Louis Junker dumps the puck. Oh, close play at the blue line. Declan O'Shea not quite able to hold that one in. Be offsides. Koffenberg with the puck, sends it around to Keegan Smith on the near board. Back to Koffenberg. Long shot, glove down by Rye. Be a whistle in the defensive zone. 45 seconds left on the power play. 3 minutes left in the period. Score 0-0. Taylor makes a move at the blue line. Skates it into the zone. Dumps it around. Ty Sirianni in the corner on the forecheck. Weston Linnell comes over to help. Back to the point. Austin Voxlin with the long shot is stopped and redirected into the other corner. Voxlin with another long shot from the point is wide. Parker Taylor on the forecheck. Back to Dylan Johnson. He fires a long shot from the point. Is blocked. Puck comes out. The power play has expired for Stillwater. Chisago Lakes is full strength. Voxlin dumps it into the corner. Weston Linnell on the forecheck behind the net. Chisago Lakes sends it to center ice. Koffenberg retrieves it. He will dump it in. Brendan Knox tipped it back into the zone. Chisago Lake stumps it in, no icing as the puck was tipped. Koffenberg retrieves the puck. He passes it up to Cash Junker. Bonin, just out of reach of Bonin. Chisago Lakes brings it back in. Braden Smith with the poke check there. We have a hooking penalty on Stillwater. Sorry, folks, I missed the actual penalty, but the penalty is on Cash Junker for hooking. So Stillwater will be on the penalty kill for the rest of the period. There's 1:25 left in the period. We'll be on the penalty kill for loose puck there for a while in front of the net. Stillwater now has control of it. Braden Smith tries skating it out. Brendan Knox skates it out of the zone finally. Through the neutral zone, into the offensive zone. He'll dump it into the corner. Chisago Lake skates it up. Dumps it in. Austin Voxland retrieves the puck behind the net. He'll ring it around the boards. Chisago Lakes holds it in. They dump it back into the corner. Shot on net is saved and covered. .35 seconds left in the period. Arlo Sonic skating it into the offensive zone, into the corner. Shot from the sideboards. Save deflected into the near corner. Chisago Lakes clears the zone. O'Shea dumps it back in. 14 seconds left in the period. Louis Junker on the forecheck. 5 seconds left in the period. Declan O'Shea holds it in. Last second shot was saved. Stillwater will be on the penalty kill for another 4 seconds starting the second period. Score 0-0. All right, sorry folks, I forgot the starting lineup. Start the first period. Starting the second period, we've got Louis Junker on left wing, Arlo Sonic at center, Dylan Johnson and Braden Smith at D. Again, Stillwater's on the penalty kill for 4 seconds to start the second period. Score is 0-0. right, here we go. Chisago Lake skates it into the zone. Dumps it in wide. Centering pass. Misses the target. Centering pass over to Arlo. Long shot. Saved. Chisago Lake gets it out of the zone. They dump it in. Oh. Louis Junker intercepts it. Oh, he loses control of it. Dylan Johnson with the puck. He passes it over to Braden Smith. He skates it into the zone. Line change for Stillwater. Weston Linnell on the forecheck. Weston Linnell with a shot from the Parker Taylor came off the bench, got the puck right on his stick and fired a shot on net from the top of the circles. That shot was saved. We'll have a face-off here in the offensive zone. Kai Koffenberg holds his own. His shot is wide. Taylor Parker on the forecheck. Chisago Lakes is able to skate it out of the zone. Kai Koffenberg intercepts the puck. Chisago Lakes with a quick shot in the slot. That is saved and covered. Chisago Lakes wins a face-off. Shot from the point is saved. Deflected into the corner. Battling along the near boards. Stillwater is able to clear the zone. Brendan Knox not quite able to dump the puck. Chisago Lakes dumps it in. Passes it up to Gus Bonin. He's not able to clear the zone. Chisago Lakes with another long shot from the point is saved and covered. Chisago Lakes with a centering pass that is intercepted and covered. 9:44 left in the second period. Score is 0-0. Shot from the point off the face-off is deflected by Chisago Lakes into the net. They'll take the lead, 1-0. Declan O'Shea with the puck on the near boards. Not able to hold it in. Braden Smith retrieves the puck, passes it over to Keegan Smith. At center ice, intercepted by Chisago Lakes. They skated in. Declan O'Shea flips the puck up. This Stillwater sends it down the ice. This will be icing. Kai Koffenberg with the puck. He'll send it behind the net. Dylan Johnson battling for the puck behind the net. In the corner now. Parker Taylor goes down to help out. Weston Linnell tries to intercept the centering pass. Ty Sirianni sends it up the sideboard, held in by Chisago Lakes. Dylan Johnson with the puck. Kai Koffenberg with the puck now behind the net. He'll send it back into the corner. Parker Taylor retrieves it. He's skating it up. Pass to Weston Linnell at center ice. Weston will skate it in. Weston gets knocked off the puck, which will be a penalty, interference penalty on Chisago Lakes. Stillwater will be on the power play for 1:30. On the power play, we've got Brendan Docks, Cash Junker, Gus Bonin, Dylan Johnson, and Kyle Koffenberg. Stillwater wins the faceoff back to Kyle Koffenberg. Long shot from the point. Deflected, hits the post. Not in, but it hits the post. Close call there. Koffenberg back to retrieve the puck. Passes it up to Cash Junker at center ice. Cash Junker with the shot. Stillwater with some chances there. I believe that was Cash Junker with the rebound goal. Stillwater ties it up 1-1. O'Shea holds it in at the blue line. His shot's deflected wide. Cash Junker behind the net. Gus Bonin to forecheck. O'Shea holds it in again. Brendan Docks. Chisago Lake is able to clear the zone. Brendan Docks and O'Shea back to retrieve the puck. Chisago Lake dumps it back in. We've got Declan O'Shea skating it up. He'll dump it into the zone. Sorry about that, folks. I missed it. Chisago Lakes had a breakaway chance there, but good back checking was able to disrupt it, and Rye was able to make the save. Score is 1-1, 6:44 left in the second period. Dylan Johnson sends the puck around. Chisago Lakes holds. Shot is wide into the corner. Dylan Johnson with the puck, passes it up to Louis Junker. He stumbles at the blue line. Arlo Sonic tries to skate it into the zone. He's tripped up. Louis Junker holds it in. Shot on net's deflected. Keegan Smith. Quick centering pass goes through the slot. Chisago Lakes brings it back out. Dylan Johnson battling for the puck in the corner. Quick shot by Chisago Lakes is saved and covered by Rye. And we are going to have a Stillwater goalie change. Logan will be coming in. 5:42 left in the second period. Score is 1-1. Parker Taylor skates the puck out of the zone. He dumps it into the corner. Weston Linnell on the forecheck. Chisago Lakes is able to skate the puck out. Parker Taylor intercepts the pass. Quick pass back to Weston Linnell. He brings it in. Quick shot just wide of the net. Stillwater sends it back into the corner. Weston Linnell on the forecheck. Passes to Parker Taylor for a shot. His shot hits the post. Ty Sirianni not able to get the rebound on that, but it is covered. Or at least there's a whistle. Another shot hits the post, folks. Great centering pass from Weston Linnell to Parker Taylor. Just nice shot, just hit the post. We've got Bonin behind the net. Cash Junker over to forecheck. Chisago Lakes is able to skate it out of the zone. Intercepted by Cash Junker. He'll skate it into the zone. His shot from the sideboards is stopped by the goalie. Sorry, folks, the camera's having a hard time tracking the puck right now. Battle along the near boards. Brendan Docks has the puck. He will dump it in. It's even hard for me to see the play right now on the near boards. So, Chisago Lakes skates up, puck up. Arlo Sonic on the back check. Chisago Lakes with a shot that goes wide. Louis Junker skates it out of the zone. Intercepted. At center ice, here comes Arlo Sonic. Pass over to Louis Junker had a shot that was wide. Boxing. And Chisago Lakes will send it down for an icing call. Another great chance for Stillwater there. Cannot quite put it in though. We'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. Chisago Lakes clears skates out of the zone, bringing it into the offense or into the Stillwater defensive zone. Shot on net is saved by Logan. Another rebound shot, saved and covered by Logan. 2:58 left in the second period. Score is 1-1. Stillwater wins the face-off. Puck is hit around the boards and cleared. Chisago Lakes dumps it right back in. Austin Voxlin back to retrieve the puck. He'll send it up the sideboards, out of the zone. Chisago Lakes sends it back in again. We've got Braden Smith with the puck. He's skating it up out of the zone through center ice. He'll take it wide. His shot's tipped wide into the corner. Louis Junker with the puck on the near boards, battling with three Chisago Lakes players. Weston Linnell with the puck. Keegan Smith with a quick turnaround shot that's deflected by Chisago Lakes player. Dylan Johnson can't quite hold his own. Kai Koffenberg over to retrieve the puck. Kai Koffenberg with the puck. He'll pass it up to Weston Linnell. Weston Linnell attempted pass to Louis Junker. Chisago Lakes dumps it back in. Koffenberg to retrieve the puck behind the net. He sends it around the board. Stillwater's on a line change. Puck goes behind the net. Koffenberg battling for it. Parker Taylor is able to clear the zone. Chisago Lake sends it back in for an offsides. 1:21 left in the second period. Koffenberg with the puck. He circles back behind the net. Sends it up the boards. Chisago Lake holds it. They dump it back in the corner. Dylan Johnson back to retrieve the puck. He's tripped up. And Chisago Lakes is able to hold it in the zone again. Centering pass is intercepted by Weston Linnell. Sorry, not Weston Linnell. That was Dylan Johnson. Passes it to Weston Linnell. Back to Dylan Johnson at the point. Slap shot from the point is gloved down and covered. .44 seconds left in the second period.
Let's go, 7!
Chisago Lakes is able to clear the zone. Bonin back to clear the puck. Chisago Lake sends it back in. No icing. Declan O'Shea to retrieve the puck behind the net. He passes it up to Cash Junker. He brings it off the boards. Braden Smith on the forecheck. Chisago Lakes is able to clear. Brendan Knox and Cash Junker. Stillwater sends it in deep. Gus Bonin on the forecheck. And that's the end of the second period, folks. Getting tired of my announcing yet? Or is it helpful for you too?
Texted Aaron to see if he wanted to come. Getting ready for bed. Yeah. Maybe.
All right, starting the third period, we've got Keegan Smith, Arlo Sonic, Louis Junker, Declan O'Shea, and Braden Smith. Stillwater dumps it into the zone. Puck goes into the Chisago Lakes bench, so we'll have a face-off in neutral zone. Score is 1-1. Chisago Lakes brings it into the zone. Shot wide. Shot saved by Logan. Keegan Smith skates it out of the zone. Into the offensive zone. He'll ring it around the boards for Louis Junker to forecheck. Just off his stick. Chisago Lakes brings it back out of the zone. They'll dump it around. Declan O'Shea to retrieve the puck behind the net. He skates it up and clears the zone. Braden Smith now with the puck in the defensive zone. He slows down to take a look, skates it up, and sends it through center ice. Louis Junker on the forecheck. He gets checked into the boards. We are going to have a penalty on Chisago Lakes for interference. We'll have Parker Taylor, Weston Linnell, Ty Sirianni, Austin Voxland, and Dylan Johnson on the power play. Shot from Dylan Johnson goes wide. Shot from Dylan Johnson was wide, but it came straight off the end board into the slot. And the Chisago Lakes goalie is able to cover. Weston Linnell was pushed down after the whistle, but there'll be no penalty there. Stillwater's on the power play for minute 17 remaining. Centering pass to Parker Taylor. Quick shot is covered. We'll have another face-off. Austin Voxland holds it in. His shot is deflected by the Chisago Lakes player. Into the corner now. Ty Sirianni with the puck. Centering pass to Parker Taylor. Just goes through the slot. We've got Parker Taylor on the forecheck again. Chisago Lakes is able to clear. Austin Voxland with the puck at center ice. He will dump it in. Ty Sirianni on the forecheck along the near boards. Chisago Lakes is able to clear. Dylan Johnson with the puck at center ice. He'll fire it in. And that will be icing because he was just behind the red line and his shot was wide of the goal. 33 seconds left on the power play for Stillwater. Score is tied 1-1. Brendan Knox with the puck, just comes off his stick. We've got Braden Smith pass it up to Gus Bonin. He makes a move at the blue line and is tripped up. Braden Smith with the puck. He skates it out of the zone. Power play for Stillwater is over. Braden Smith brings it in. Shot from the wide angle is saved and covered by Chisago Lakes. Face-off won by Stillwater. Shot by Braden Smith is deflected wide. Centering pass from Keegan Smith was intercepted. Chisago Lakes is able to clear the zone. Kai Koffenberg sends it down the ice. No icing. Keegan Smith on the forecheck. Chisago Lakes is able to bring it back out. Braden Smith in the corner. Battling for the puck. He steals the puck. Skates behind the net. Not quite able to clear. We've got Sonic and Keegan Smith battling along the boards. Chisago Lakes is able to keep it in. Kai Koffenberg intercepts it. Puck just comes out. Sonic with the puck. He passes it up to Louis Junker. Braden Smith skates it up. He will dump it down the ice. Weston Linnell on the forecheck. In the corner. Ty Sirianni and Weston Linnell battling for the puck. Puck comes out. Austin Voxland ties up the guy. Chisago Lakes. Logan's able to make the save. Pass over to Parker Taylor, back to Sirianni. Sirianni skates it in. Long shot is wide. Parker Taylor on the forecheck in the corner. Held in at the line by Declan O'Shea. His shot was deflected. Held in again. Puck goes back to the corner. Weston Linnell sends it back to the point. Declan O'Shea with a long shot. It is saved. Chisago Lakes has the puck behind the net. They will send it down the ice. This will be an icing on Chisago Lakes. 6:45 left in the third period. Score is 1-1. Stillwater wins a face-off. Declan O'Shea with a quick shot from the point. Austin Voxland holds his zone onto Brendan Dox's stick. He'll send it into the corner. Cash Junker on the forecheck. Gus Bonin behind the net. Cash Junker with the puck behind the net now. He'll send it up to the point. Austin Voxland with a shot. Ooh, a good chance there with traffic in front. Gus Bonin back to the other point. Declan O'Shea with a shot that's deflected behind the net. Gus Bonin with the puck. Tries a wraparound attempt. That is blocked. Gus Bonin still battling for the puck. Still has the puck behind the net. And Chisago Lakes is able to intercept that. They'll clear the zone. Declan O'Shea with the puck at center ice. Attempted pass up to Brendan Dox. Chisago Lakes with the puck behind the net. Austin Voxland and Brendan Dox. Puck sent around the boards and out of the zone. Gus Bonin on the forecheck. Kai Koffenberg with the puck at the blue line. He'll chip it forward to Gus Bonin. Gus is tangled up on the sideboard. Louis Junker with the puck. Arlo Sonic with the puck at the center ice now. Louis Junker comes away with it, trying to skate it into the zone. Dylan Johnson had the puck and fired it into the Stillwater bench. So we will have a whistle and face off in the neutral zone. 4:56 left in the third period. Keegan's. Chisago Lake skates it through center ice. Dylan Johnson with a nice poke check. Dylan Johnson goes the other way. Skates it into the zone around one defender. He is taken down. Louis Junker on the sideboards. with Arlo Sonic trying to battle for that puck. Louis still battling on the sideboards. Arlo Sonic centering pass is intercepted. Dylan Johnson with a shot from the point. Arlo Sonic holds it in the zone temporarily. Chisago Lakes is able to clear. And this will, icing is waved off. Dylan Johnson back behind the net. He'll pass it up to Keegan Smith. And that pass just missed his stick, so that will be an icing on Stillwater. .354 left in the third period. Scores 1-1. Braden Smith with the puck. He'll spin around and send it up the boards. Weston Linnell is able to clear the zone. Chisago Lake sends it right back in. Braden Smith to retrieve the puck. He'll pass it out of the zone to Parker Taylor. Chisago Lakes is able to clear again. Back at center ice, Weston Linnell passes back to Braden Smith. Braden Smith up to Ty Sirianni. Back to Braden Smith. Up to Parker Taylor. Parker will dump it into the zone. Ty Sirianni and Parker Taylor on the forecheck. Weston Linnell with the puck on the doorstep there. Chisago Lakes dumps it in. Declan O'Shea sends it around the boards to Parker. Weston Linnell has a little trouble with it at center ice. Chisago Lakes is able to bring it back in. Their shot is high over the top of the net. Declan O'Shea behind the net. He'll send it around the boards to Parker Taylor. Parker Taylor clears the zone. Chisago Lake sends it back down the length of the ice. Icing is waved off. That was Bonin on the back check. He's a little slow to get up. Austin Voxlin with the puck. Over to Cash Junker. Cash Junker up to Bonin. Bonin crosses the blue line. And he is taken down. We will have a tripping penalty on Chisago Lakes. Stillwater on the power play for 1:30. We only have 1:50 left in the game. Cash Junker with the puck. Passes it over to Gus Bonin. Chisago Lakes is able to clear. Back to Koffenberg has the puck at center ice. He skates it up. Skates it into the zone with a long shot. Hits the goalie in the face mask. And the goalie is able to cover that. 1 minute left on the power play. 1:25 left in the game. Stillwater wins the faceoff. Keegan Smith with a quick shot. Keegan Smith on the forecheck. Chisago Lakes is able to clear. Dylan Johnson sends it back in. This will, icing is waved off. Louis Junker on the forecheck. Sonic goes in to help out. Centering pass too much. Louis Junker with the turnaround shot is deflected. 54 seconds left in the game. Long shot by Braden Smith was blocked. Chisago Lakes brings it into the zone. They skate it in. And Stillwater sends it down the ice. Icing is waved off. Chisago Lake sends it back down the ice. On net, though, so no icing here. Braden Smith has the puck. 20 seconds left in the game. Pass up to Louis Junker. Skips through the traffic. And, quite the chance there by Stillwater. By Louis Junker and Weston Linnell. Less than 1 second. And we've got a tied game, folks. Quite the last second chance there by Stillwater. A long pass bounced through the defender. And Stillwater could not quite put that one in the net. It was sitting right on the goal line. But great game, folks. This one will end in a tie, 1-1. All right, good game, folks. Again, final score 1-1, Stillwater versus Chisago Lakes.